Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yeah, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They're deceived with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why they say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Nightcap. We're doing this every Monday through Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we're bringing you some of the most important market news as well as technical analysis that you can actually use for tomorrow. And you can see we're not doing any clickbait here today. We're just going to bring you some good, solid, unbiased information and maybe some trade setups that you can actually use. So that's what we're going to be trying to do. We're going to be focusing more on that. As we go through this stream here. It looks like I'm going to be rolling solo today, but that's all right. I'm going to get over to the chat right now, say what's up to my peoples, because it has been a couple days since we've been on. So I don't know about you, but I have missed my little family away from the family. And so, you know, got to say what's up. Got to say what's up. Hope you all had a good holiday as well. So, all right, scrolling down here, let's get it started. We got Jeffrey Jackson in here early. He actually signed up for a membership. So Jeff, welcome to the squad, my man. You are now an official nightcapper. Jesse Goodlooks in here. What's up, brother? Username, of course. He's one of the first in the chat. I hope all is well. I hope you had a good holiday. And Robert Mulligan, he is a regular now, man. It's good seeing you. It's good seeing you. Hope everyone is having a good night. Alexandra G in the house, of course. Our mod queen. How are you, lady? Hope you had a good New Year's and Christmas and all of that. All right, scrolling down here. Trade Intuition, Bing Bong. What's up, dude? How are you? Good to see you, Joe. Thank you for being here, brother. I appreciate you. All right, scrolling down a little more. We got J. Violet. She said, hey, everyone. Hello. How are you? And Kate Diggity, no doubt. He's in the chat as well. Of course, my dude Harp. He's in here. There it is, brother. Back at you. Let's go. All right, scrolling down a little bit more. Let's see. You guys are just blowing up the chat with a bingo bango. Got it. And my dude, Alex O. Crypto in the house. Thank you for being here, brother. We appreciate you very, very much. Username 802. Yes, we may have started this part, all right, but I started the music at 8 o'clock, all right? I tried. I got us close enough. I was waiting for my man FD, but I don't know where he is. All right, so going down. Let's see here. You guys just moved the chat on me. You made it move. You made it move. That's all right. That's a good thing. It's a good problem to have. All right, there he is. Let me in, bro. What do you mean? Interview is on. Interview is on. Here, let me I'll resend it to you. It's open. Copy link. Give me a 1 second here. Let me send him this real quick. Can't show y'all the secret sauce. If y'all have the link, you'll be logging in. Then it'll get real weird. All right, here we go. There's my boy FD. Send him the link. There you go. All right. Let's keep this going. Let's keep this going. All right. Going down here. We got Andrea. We just keep rolling. You know it. And who else we got in here? My dude, Richard Berry. Hey, my man got paid out today. Congratulations to you. He was our $50 giveaway winner. I believe that was right before Christmas, man. I think I was in Alex O's Discord, just going over there saying what's up. I do that every once in a while because I love those guys over there. They have a great Discord, and of course, their family. So they were in there, they're like, hey, you doing a giveaway, Christmas giveaway? I was like, why not? Why not? Just come over in the chat, man. And sure enough, our boy Richard Berry won. So again, congrats. Congrats. All right. Buck, he said, what up, party people? How you doing, man? Good to see you. And I think that, yeah, RFK won it. I think that about wraps it up in the chat here. Let's go ahead and see. I don't see FD still. I don't know what's going on, man. The interview is on. And yeah, the link is open, bro. The link is open. I'm not really sure what's going on. All right. Let's go over to the first bit. You know what? It's not the news. I always want to do that, but y'all know we actually do the Daily Degen. So let's get that party started. Let's get it going. All right, first thing we have up here is Bitcoin right now. Let's see what you guys got in the chat here. Let's see. Give me a coin. Give me a token that's kind of Degen-ish, and we'll pull that up and we'll go. Geez, you guys are running away with a long right now. I mean, that's not even going to be close. So long it will be. Looking at it on the 5 minute though, I will say I have concerns. All right. And it may not happen in the next 45 minutes, but I will say I do have concerns on taking a long position for sure. Just looking at some of the price action here. And we'll get to that when we get in the actual technical analysis. But y'all know this is the Daily Degen where you guys, as the viewers, actually have the opportunity to tell me whether you want to go long or short. And it doesn't matter what the TA is. It's up to you. It's just, I'm just making it rain, man. Throwing money away. But it's all in good fun. You know, who needs it? Let's see. Scroll in here. AIXBT. Let's see if that is on, if that's on here. AIXBT. It is. There it is. All right. Oof. Look, man, it's pulling back right now. You guys sure? You sure you want to go long? 86% of you. Let's see. I'm going to see if it changes now that they're looking at that red candle. Looks disgusting. All right, let's see. Scrolling up. How many of you actually voted? That'll be interesting to know. Looks like 14. Not a whole lot of you have actually voted, but 86% is strong. I don't think we're coming back from that. So here we go. Let's go ahead and put it in. And you know how we do. 50x. Yep, warnings saying don't be a dummy, but we are dummies. So let's do this. We are taking a long position, 50x, $5. It's all right. I've done crazier things in life. There it is. All we need to do is a quick bounce. That's all we need. That's all we need. All right. So if you guys are new around here, that is the Daily Degen, and we will come back and visit that later on in the show and see how we did. I will say, historically, going back, we have done quite well. We are very much in the positive going with this Daily Degen. So if you ever wondered if you want to scalp, you want to be a scalper and you just kind of throw a dart at the board, or you just perpetually go long in a bull market, seems to work out. All right. So here we go. Let's get on over to the news here. And that is up. Let's take FD's box off. All right, cool. So just then, Kwon pleads not guilty to U.S. fraud charges over 40 billion Terra collapse. I mean, Luna, that was a big hitter. That is for sure. Again, he is said he is not guilty. We'll see how that goes. I'd be very, very interested to see kind of the details that do come out from this. I know that he was advised, not to do an algorithmic stablecoin, but that is, maybe a different discussion, maybe not. I just know that it was ugly. It was definitely ugly, and yeah, a lot of people lost some money. So that is unfortunate, but we'll see. We'll see what comes from it, and hopefully it's not anything too bad. But I would hate to see that it's actually him doing something individually that is not up to snuff, we'll say. All right, next thing we have up here is the top hedge fund returns in 2024 per Bloomberg. DE Shaw was at 36.1%, Bridgewater China at 35%, Statter at 25.3%. That is your top three there. But you guys do know what Bitcoin was up, right? It was over 120% in 2024. So Bitcoin for the win once again. It outperformed all of the hedge funds. Just saying, Bitcoin is crushing it. And some of the meme coins and some of the altcoins, some of those did even better. Like if you look at things like Bonk, I think that was up like 1,000% or more. I think it was actually more, to be honest with you. But there's quite a few altcoins that really, really outperformed even Bitcoin. But I've always kind of said Bitcoin to me is that, we'll say, safer play, right? And that I think should be, if you're hodling or doing a DCA portfolio, I think that should be probably about 50% of it. And that's only my 2 cents, right? My 2 cents, especially if people that are getting in that are new and kind of DCAing in, and this is kind of their first exposure. I think 50% to Bitcoin, and then, you do another nice allocation to Ethereum, which has not done quite as well. I will say that, I'm not going to say there's FUD circulating around Ethereum. It just seems like it's losing a little bit of its steam, a little bit of its allure, right? Because a lot of people used Ethereum when they were trading NFTs. There was a big push with that, and there was kind of a craze that went. And, Ethereum was like, all right, cool. Like, we can actually tangibly use Ethereum. Bitcoin, not so good for that in terms of exchanging. And, of course, the smart contracts. There was, a couple favorable things for Ethereum. But now Solana is a huge competitor. Cardano has now come along. They are a big competitor. So there's a lot of things, or a lot of projects that have really opened up that utility aspect that have honestly become, I would say, a little bit more, wow. I just got an email already. That position was liquidated. That was quick on AIX, man. That thing is poof, be gone. Yeah, I told you that one did not look good. Let's go back real quick. Yeah, I mean, when you saw that coming down here, that's not a long that I typically would have took, but I tried. I definitely tried, and that thing is long gone. It is long gone. That is all right. Well, see ya later, $5. All right, cool. Let's keep this going. Yeah, I was just rambling anyways. All good. So let's go ahead and bring up our other member of the show here. You guys know him as Mr. Elmer Fudd. Let's sound the siren. All right, U.S. deficit as a percentage of GDP is projected to average 6.3% over the next 10 years. This comes after the deficit reached 6.7% in 2024, which was the largest since 2021. Such elevated deficits have never happened outside of wars and significant economic crisis. So, let that sink in, right? What we're seeing right now is something that you don't typically see outside of wars and significant economic crisis. And I think this is something that Piper has been screaming about, I would say, for months now, right? We had that little conversation. I was like, I think Piper's ahead of it because, he had some bearish sentiment there for a while. And I think he was taking a lot of that economic data and kind of bringing it in and being like, you know what? It doesn't look really great. However, the market continued to move in a positive direction, even though a lot of the data was kind of telling you the opposite. And if you look at traditional things, I won't say traditional, but there's a little bit of an inverse correlation with the DXY, the 10-year treasury bonds and things of that nature, right? So those correlations have not exactly been the same here. So like it's been very interesting. I say over the last 6 months or so, where you kind of lost those correlations. And I think that probably got a little bit confusing for some people, especially given the data that we were getting in conjunction with those correlations not really playing out the way that we are used to seeing them play out. But that man said, K Diggity, no doubt, with a $5 super chat. Basically, thank you, man. He's like, here's your $5 back, bro. I appreciate that, man. That's funny. All right, let's see what else is going on in the chat. Let's see, what bearish? We make money both ways. You know what, Jesse? That's my thing, right? Like, I'm really big on that. And I kind of put out a post on X and I was like, 2024 in review kind of deal. I could have held some of the assets that I invested in and probably made more gains throughout the year. But I'm very conservative. I'm pretty conservative in a sense that, like, I kind of find my areas and I layer in, layer out. And, then I kind of wait for the market to turn. And then I try to take a swing trade in the opposite direction. And I'll stay in it, for a little bit sometimes. But it's, it can get weird. It can get weird really, really quick. Because if you were to look at, let's say, 2021, when you had the all-time high and you had Terra Luna fiasco, you had the FTX fiasco, the Voyager fiasco, all of that, in conjunction. That is why I kind of play a more conservative game where I'll get into trades and then I convert things back to USD. Again, look up the terms of service and how that works and why that is an effective strategy, because it will protect your money and, up to a certain amount, and you'll get that money back first, right? So those that had USD on Voyager and FTX were actually reimbursed first, and your USD was actually reimbursed up to the actual amount. Unless it exceeded, I think it was 250K. So that is one reason I kind of do things the way I do. I do not want to be caught with my pants around my ankles at any point if something weird happens, right? So that is, I don't know, it's I guess a safety precaution for me that probably is outdated at this point, because I don't think Coinbase is going to go anywhere. Now, Coinbase has its own issues with network outages and things of that nature. That gets very frustrating, and that's why I do not like to trade on Coinbase anymore. I kind of use it more of an on-ramp and off-ramp personally. But that is definitely, I think, a safer place if you're going to keep your money on an exchange and have that exposure. Coinbase, once BlackRock got in the game, I was like, okay, I don't think Coinbase is going anywhere, especially if BlackRock's in the game. Now, BlackRock gets out of the game, then be careful, right? All right. Over to the chat here. Let's see what we got. Did you just say AIXBT? Like, you want me to do it again? I'm not doing it again. All right, free FD. Hey, hashtag free FD. I get it, man. There's nothing I can do. The interview is on. I don't know what's happening. I don't. I wish I could. Free FD. I know he's from Detroit. Much love from your Otter family. Yeah, dude. Sorry. I don't know what to do. Where's Piper when you need him? He's and then who else we got here in the chat? Mark Dutch coming in. What's up, man? How you doing? Let's see. RS Miller 747. What's up, man? Good to see you. Red Man is in the house. Who else we got in here? All set's in here. All right. TradeFly hates Detroit, yet wearing blue. I don't hate Detroit. Oh, man. I don't hate Detroit. And I mean, I guess I'm repping the colors, but I don't hate Detroit, that's for sure. Right on. FD is one of my favorite people in the space, damn it. So y'all better recognize. Let's get over to the economic update here. And first thing we got is economic calendar. And you got manufacturing PMI. That's going to be tomorrow. Services PMI, JOLTS job openings. That's going to be January 7th, which will be Tuesday. FOMC minutes is a big one. That'll be January 8th. And then non-farm payrolls and unemployment rate, Michigan consumer sentiment, that's all going to go on the 10th. So you got a few big things coming up here that can have an impact on the market and drive some price action. So, just be aware of those, have those on your calendar, and understand if the market, has the potential to move, where you at some support or you at some resistance. some things for you to think about and take into your analysis as you're getting in and out of trades. I don't really like to trade on FOMC minutes days personally. That's, just a thing. And I will say that we have seen a few times here when you go into those meetings or those minutes that the price action will kind of get, it was consolidate. I think a little bit of a pullback and then a consolidation until the minutes actually release. So that's something for you to think about as well. All right, total market cap is sitting at 3.23 trillion. That is down 1.18%. 24-hour trading volume is 139 billion. That's up 60.78%. So people are coming back from the holidays and they are trading. Bitcoin dominance is currently sitting at 56.53%, and that is down 0.04%. Crypto fear and greed index, we got to click it. That is at 57. That is neutral. As you can see, it has been on a little bit of a decline here, but it looks like it's getting a little bit of a bounce, and that correlates to the price action, so that makes total sense. Crypto bubbles, we are looking pretty green for the most part. Virtual is down 6.9%. Hype's down 11. Now 11%. Fartcoin up 24.8%. Dexy? I don't know. That is up 30.3%. Not quite sure about that one. Don't know too much. We talked about Pingo a little bit, and that's down 8.8%. BTB is up 6.8%. Let's see. Any other movers? Mantle's up 8.3%. Scrolling. Move is moving in the right direction. Brett's up 5.6%. What else we got here? Anything too good? No, nothing too crazy, to be honest with you. Everything's within like 10% for the most part in either side except for Fartcoin and Dexy is what I'm going to call it for now. All right, sexy Dexy, baby. Let's go. All right, over to the liquidation heat map. Looking at that, I'm gonna scroll it up just a little bit for you guys. Let me go ahead and refresh it though, so you get the updated info. That's one thing about the heat map. That thing doesn't update automatically. So once I get there, I have to update it. All right, so liquidity on the 3-day. It's not crazy hot, right? You had this one hot spot. We talked about that, but it hasn't been crazy hot. To be honest with you, I mean, it's warm. We'll say it's warm. The water is warm up here at about 97,850, which makes sense. People came in taking short positions or leverage short positions, putting their stop losses over the most recent rejection. So not too surprised to see that. Then you got some, I mean, really, that's pretty weak. In terms of liquidity, you don't really start building up to about 92.3, and that's where we found support at, right there around 91.5, 91, and then 92 is a horizontal level that there was confluence there. 92.5, I think it was. So it makes sense to see some liquidity building up there, but it's the map is not crazy. So that's kind of interesting to see. It almost seems as though people are kind of getting beaten into submission a little bit. That's kind of the way I view that when the map starts cooling down. From more of I won't say a macro perspective on the 3-day, but you know what I'm saying? Like there's just not a lot of heat building up in certain areas. So that might open the door for us to really be able to utilize TA and, kind of revert back to the things we know. Vice liquidity driving the price action, because that seems to happen quite a bit here recently. All right. FD TradeFly has moved on. Hater. Bro. I haven't moved on. There's just nothing I can do. I can turn interview on and interview off. Let's try that. I can try that. There it is. That worked. Turning it off, turning it on. Amazing. All right. I think FD's back in the fight. Let's see if at least there it is. Everybody, welcome back. My man, FD White. All right, what's up, dude? You looking slick, man. What's going on here?
My new 2025 look, man.
Oh man,
I got to reinvent myself, man.
Yeah, it looks like good. I'm gonna put a suit on next time. I'm gonna go crypto lifer out of here. I'm gonna get the suit on. I'm gonna take some thumbnail pictures and everything.
I got the Satoshi shirt though. Got to keep that.
I got it.
We got to put some thumbnail.
Yeah, I'm not doing that, man. Like. If you guys can't see, I did like a one-stop shop, man. Like, you just get used to it. All right, get used to it because that is a thumbnail you guys are going to be seeing probably over and over again unless we have a guest on. Speaking of which, we may be having a guest on next week, so we'll see. We'll talk some more, but somebody hit me up in Twitter, said they wanted to make a return visit to the show. So we will keep you guys posted. We'll let you know who it is once we lock that on. So that being said, FD, what's up, man? How was the holidays? What's good with you, man?
It
Give me
was
something
good.
good.
It was good. It was good. Yeah, we I just stayed home for the new year. Bought in the new year with the kids, with the family. Their sleep is off now. They've been up all night since that day. So we got to get the kids back acclimated to a good sleep time, man. So after this, I'm gonna try to put them to bed and continue to work, man. I got some trade setups, man. Some of them been playing out already, so I was kind of late to the party, but we'll look at them, man. And good to see you, man. Good to. What did you do? What happened?
What's that for?
To get me back
Holiday
to
or
get
for
me
Daily Degen?
no to get me in. I refreshed like 30 times. What did you?
So I had to refresh by like literally turning interview. There's a tab that says interview. I had to turn that off and turn it back on. I've never had to do that before. So that's what when I saw it, the only time you weren't able to get in is when it was off. And then when I saw it on, I was like, well, I don't know what to do because it's on. But
Oh,
apparently,
okay. There
turn
we
it
go.
off, turn it on, like everything else in the world that's electronic. So I was just scared, like, because I didn't want to shut anything else down because I didn't want to shut the stream down. So that was like the biggest thing. Hey, we're good. We're back. What do you say? Richard Vader is coming back. We'll see, man. We will see. Bring RFK back. Well, it seems bring RFK back. All right. Well, there it is. The people have spoken. You know what? For you guys, I'm gonna do this right now. I am going to literally hit him up. He was in the chat. Let's see if he's in the chat. I can tag him. Richard Berry, you are coming back. Boom. There it is. Richard, if you're listening, apparently you're coming back. The fans have requested your ass to get back here. All right. So, that said, what have we done so far? We've done the market update. We're going to get into some TA here. So let's go ahead and do that. We got FD back, so all is good in the world. Let's go ahead and bring up Bitcoin on the 4-hour chart. Get that going. Here we go. All right, so you can see our latest fixed range volume profile. All right, that is starting here on the 19th of December, going until time now. All right, you see the value area high right here at about 97,170. All right, so just over where price action is right now. You got your point of control sitting at about 94.3, 94.4, and then you have the value area low at about 93. So what you see down here is a good bit of confluence. All right, it's not lining up perfectly. There is, a little bit of a range, a little bit of a spread here. But what you do is you come back left on the chart and you see, look at that nice wick off of there, and then bounce here, bounce here, bounce here. You got 3 bounces, man. So we talk about this. Like when you get a couple bounces, cool. Like that looks fun, right? You got bullish divergence right there, and we did talk about this one. Push straight up to the resistance, which was this trend line here, and there was confluence up here as well, right? Just look, this is very obvious. All right, resistance, support, support, support. It tried, and then it broke down, came back up, retest, and breakdown, right? So 2 breakdowns right off of that same area of resistance. So we're forming a very clear range right now. So the thing that I'm very interested to see is if we break through this right here, all right, which is the value area high. You do have the dynamic reactor. We're sitting on top of it right now. It is just flipped recently back to white. All right, so white on my chart is actually bullish. Should be green for you guys, but on mine it is white or gray, we'll say. But it is just flipped bullish. All right, and you can see the trend of the prime oscillator was going up, but you are now getting a reversal signal on the 4-hour. All right, so you're interacting with the value area high, got a reversal signal, and it looks like the oscillator is starting to work its way back down. So is that all the push we get, or do we continue to push up and right? So the thing that, I kind of got an issue with right now is that it's sitting right on top of the dynamic reactor. And that's like the scary part. If the dynamic reactor was on top of this value area high, I wouldn't think twice about taking a short, and I would take that short right down the point of control. All right, that would be a nice little setup for a short. It's just that we're sitting on top of the point of control. So that, and this is small time frame stuff, just so you know. All right, we're not looking at a large swing trade here, but a little opportunity. Now, if we break down from this point of control right here, all right, this could be an opportunity. All right, that's down the point of control. That's about 2%. All right, so not a bad move. Now, what is the better setup that I'm looking for? Is this horizontal level right here, this resistance area, and that is about 99.7. Okay, so what you're going to be looking for is a swing pattern, or swing failure pattern, right? So what you're going to see is the wick comes up, all right, and then once it reestablishes itself underneath of this horizontal level of resistance, all right, within this trend that we're clearly developing, that could be an opportunity for a trade. Right. So again, you might want to look for something here on the oscillator where this is still trending down, but price action is going up. What is that? Bearish divergence. All right. So that, in conjunction or correlation with this move, if we do get this move up, I would say I like that opportunity a little bit better. Vice being squeezed right now. Now, again, if we break down, opportunity. And that's, we got to get on the dynamic reactor. But if we do see price continue to push up, this is kind of what I'll be looking for. Now, what are some things that you can do, right? So I kind of put this on the chart so you can see, like, let's actually like see what this will look like if we're doing a little bit of, looking at the risk to reward. We're trying to actually protect ourselves when we're making these trades. The risk to reward ratio would be 1.72. Not the best, but not the worst. Okay, but why is it there? Well, because I want to protect myself in terms of, look at this trend line, right? Like I don't know that I necessarily want to be underneath that trend line, but at the same time, really where your stop loss is going to be is above the wick. Okay, so that's, you see this text right here. You'll look at your stop loss above the wick, and really you can actually adjust this. All right, it's just a starting point. So let's say the wick comes up, this changes the game, right? Say the wick comes up here, and then ultimately comes back down, comes underneath of this horizontal level. Now you're talking about a risk to reward of 3-to-1, and that is a lot more enticing when you're looking at getting into some of these trades. Just think about it, winning a trade, you can lose a couple, win a trade, lose a couple. So you could actually lose more trades than you win, yet you'd still be profitable. All right, I hope you enjoy the little poop emoji here, but that is letting you know it is time to take a short. Get it? All right, so here you go. So that's one of the trade setups that I am personally looking at, and we've looked at a couple, we'll say areas of interest. But, if we get over this area, and let's go ahead and draw this out, there could be an opportunity here that if you don't see just a wick up, but you see an OC retest, then we could be looking for that continuation up and right. I wouldn't be against that. It's a new year. It's January. We kind of had an idea that we were going to see something similar to this. We didn't know how intense it was going to be. Like, there's no predictions here. But the thing that we did stand fast on was this channel. And you guys know that as people that have watched this show, this channel right here, I've been talking about this channel for a long time. All right, it's very, very important to me. I think it means a lot in terms of price action. So we did get that nice bounce off of that area. So that was felt good. I'm not gonna lie, it felt good. But we need that to hold. So we need that to hold, but also too, there's opportunities, and that's what you guys got to look for. All right, where can you get in, where can you get out, and especially if you're trying to do a scalp trade or an intraday type trade, that could be an opportunity. If we get that OC retest, and then if we get this rejection here in this area with the wick coming back down and establishing inside of the range, that could be a short opportunity. And then down to the point of control. We come down to the point of the control and you find, support here off this point of control, that could be an opportunity as well, right? So there's opportunities everywhere. It's a matter of finding it and actually jumping on it. So right now, again, breakdown, dynamic reactor, that's about 96.2, could be an opportunity for a short. And there's little things you can do inside of it too, right? Like a lot of these patterns, they work at different time frames. So don't get sucked into the daily or the 4 hour and thinking that like, okay, I can only use this pattern on those time frames, because it's not necessarily true, right? Because there's little things that'll happen on the 7-minute, the 15-minute. And if you're doing some scalping, like really quick scalps, then you're going to want to get down. A lot of people use a 1 minute. All right. That's a little much for me. I don't really prefer the 1 minute, but 7-minute, 5-minute, looking at some scalp type trades, I would say I'm a little bit more comfortable with. And that's probably what I would look when I'm looking at some of these retests, right? When I'm saying, hey, like if we get underneath the dynamic reaction, I'm looking for a retest. I'm probably not going to look for it on a 4 hour. it's going to be a smaller time frame. So just for you to understand that. But there is some very important numbers for you guys. Again, your top side 99.6, your bottom side here is the obvious channel, and that is about 91.5. We'll say if price action were to work its way back down here. Let's take a quick look at the daily, just because I want to see where some of the oscillators are, the moving averages, and all of that good stuff. Let's scroll out here. Why that looks so crazy on the daily, I will never know, but you guys know what it is. They need, you know what they need? They need an icon that has the OC retest. That would make my life much better. All right, let's go here, and oh, so there you go, man. So you got some confluence, right? That makes a tough, kind of tough for price action to work its way through when you got converging moving averages, as well as the value area high lining up for confluence. So that's why you got to look at different time frames. I do typically like to start at the daily, work my way down to the 4 hour, but this was just a matter of just going in and kind of cross-checking just to see what I see here. So honestly, man, I mean, short could be in play, based on that. You're taking a little bit of confluence from 2 different time frames, and adding to it. So again, I would keep an eye on that dynamic reactor. Again, let me just reiterate where that is. That is about 96.3. So very key level for you guys to keep an eye on, especially on the shorter time frames. If you guys are looking for potential scalp opportunity, you can see, it got a little rejection here, and it really did clear out some of the liquidity out here. That's why you got these wicks up here. Then, kind of like what I'm talking about up here, reestablishing the range, you are now getting a candle that looks like it wants to close inside of the range, right? Inside the value area high. It's just a matter of breaking down onto this dynamic reactor. So again, that's kind of, more of the TA we're going to give you guys, or at least try to. So you guys have some opportunities here to look at some legitimate trade setups. And hopefully you guys do enjoy that. Now I'm going to go ahead and kick it over to FD because he's got something prepped for you guys too. Let's go ahead and see what he's got.
Cool, man. So Solana has been kind of taking a little bit of a breather since we had that meme coin craze back a few months ago. And I've been keeping my eye on Solana, looking at this downtrend that we've been in, lower highs, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. We finally got or broke back above this downline or this downtrend that we've been in. So what I was looking at was a break of this 200. So 200 has been my line that I've really wanted to see us break and see us hold. So we came back from the beginning of November. This is when we really got our breakout around the presidential election. Once we got the elect coming in, that's when we started to make our high and go up to about 264, 265. Then we started our way down. So that's just a quick little history of what Solana was going through and what we have to break through. And we finally broke back above this line, like I said. So what I was looking at is I'm on the 1 hour time frame because I've been using the 1 hour to do a lot more trading lately. The 4 hour has been a little bit shaky because we might get these whipsaw action, or we've been getting this whipsaw action in the crypto market. We might go up 5, 6, 7%, then we'll go back down 5, 6, 7%. So I've been kind of condensing the time frame for a little bit. But right now, as us breaking this major downtrend, it's looking good. And what really gives me a lot of confidence in this trade, and this is like real time. We need to be watching this right now. This trade needs to be watched right now because this is what I'm watching. We formed somewhat of an ascending triangle. So we had our up move, we had the lower high, lower high, lower high, and then we had, the top side that we had to break, which was coming in confluence with the $200 psychological and technical level. Broke through that. Then we came up and a few dollars more. We broke above that downtrend, like I said, that we've been holding ever since the top of the market. So what are we doing right now? We're starting to form somewhat of a flag right on top of this line. So let's go into it and let's do this real time. So, what I'm looking at, let me just draw this. I should use my lines, but you guys know what I'm saying. I see some sort of a flag. Matter of fact, it'll be easier if I make it like straight lines instead of drawing it. What I'm looking at right now is this somewhat of a flag, this bull flag right on support. And if we take the measured move here and pull this out, we're coming right in confluence with this right around $225. And I also, let's go back to the hourly. I also had a measured move of the ascending triangle coming in. Look at that, right smack dead at about $225 to $226. So that's two big areas of confluence, or two big areas that I'm looking at, two patterns that I'm seeing that can play out to the same exact price point, which is what I'm looking at. And if I was to play this is how I will play it. This is exactly how I will play this, or this is exactly how I'm going to play this trade right here. So right now we're at 205. So we're looking pretty good because we have the psychological and the technical level of 200. So all you have to do for me, really, I would just place my stop loss a little bit under that $200 area, because we have this downward sloping trend line, and then we have the 200. So we have two major areas of support that we would have to break through in order to hit our stop loss. So the likely scenario is for us to just break out, hold that, and continue our way up. We may get something of a little flush and then up, but what I'll be looking at right now is, like he said, that OC retest. We would have to zoom in possibly to the 15. What I'll be looking at right now is for us to break out of this flag, and then we'll look at some oscillators in a second. I want to break out of this flag, and of course use it as support. So right now we're testing that bottom side. Want to come up, use that as support, and then continue our way, like I said, back to that $226, $225 level that we've been looking at. So like I said, I'll be placing my stop loss somewhere under this $200, depending, like I always say, it depends on how much leverage you're using, but I would probably use no more than about 10, depending on how risky you want to get. But like I said, I like these areas of support. Like, we could dump, that's the thing, but that's the whole thing about trading. Like, sometimes I like to give the best possible setups, because right now it's a lot of coins that are looking pretty good, primed and ready. So with that analysis, what I would also do is I will go to Bitcoin dominance and see what Bitcoin dominance is doing. So right now, Bitcoin dominance is sitting at 57.63%. So what I want to see for Bitcoin dominance, we had that double bottom here, and then we took off, got rejected somewhere up here about 57.5 or 57.9%. If we break down from this 57.6, so we're right at that line right now. What I want to see is for us to break down from this right here. If we can break down from this right here, and then we can continue to potentially, come back down to this area here at about 57.3, and then break down from there, then that'll give me more incentive to hold my position, my Solana position, a little bit longer. But we're down about 1% since 7 p.m. Eastern time. So I want to see how we react. Let me fix this right here, make this a little bit more accurate. So I want to see how we react within this 205 to 204 level. So if we can hold that, that'll be a good sign. And then if we start to get back in here, I'll get a little bit more weary. But like I said, that $200 level, I think the market is starting to pick up a little bit more steam. So I'll probably place my stop loss somewhere under 200. And then like I said, I have this downward sloping trend line. Then I have the top side of the ascending triangle acting as support. And then we can even look. Let's pull a fib out. Let's go to a higher time frame. We can go to the daily and see if we get any confluence with a bigger time frame. Let's actually go back to the 4 hour. Let's pull a fib from the top and see what we will be looking at for Solana. Let's pull this fib from the top to the bottom, and look at that. The 618 is coming right in at about 225, 226. So there's 3 areas of confluence for my take profit that I'm looking at. So I'm pretty confident in this trade. This is a trade that I'm going to take. But like I said, the market is really shaky right now. Everybody's getting a little bit happy again. But until Bitcoin breaks, like if Bitcoin was above or getting back above 100,000, I would be a lot more confident in these trades. But as long as Bitcoin is below 100,000, which is a technical level and a psychological level, I'm going to keep my leverage low, and I'm going to keep a pretty tight stop loss for some of these trades. So it predicates on Bitcoin, it predicates on Bitcoin's price, and it predicates on Bitcoin dominance. So just be careful when you're trading, but this is definitely something that I'm looking at. But it's a few, man. I seen something for SUI, I seen something for XLM, I seen something for Link. It was another one. So I don't know if we got time to go over it, but I'm gonna kick it back to TradeFly and see what he has. But Solana, keep Solana on your radar. As long as we're above that 200, I think, or $200 level, I think everything is looking pretty good, primed and ready to blast up to at least about 225.
Looks unmuted. All right. Back in the fight. So one of the things I always look at too is like Bitcoin and where it's at and where I kind of think it's headed. Uh, what do you think in terms of like, do you think we're going to hit maybe a consolidation period and that's going to open up the door for some positive movement? Because that's usually what I'm looking for. Either it's going to be moving up or it's going to consolidate. And then for me, that opens up the door for some of the altcoins to move. Where do you think we're at with that right now in terms of Bitcoin? Because that's a really big part of me getting into any long position with an altcoin.
Yeah. So I mean, Bitcoin has to reclaim 100. It's every time, as long as, well, let me go to my chart. Maybe I can get a little bit better. You can go back to my chart.
Yeah.
TradeFly. Let me see if I got like 5 charts of Bitcoin. Let me see which one this one is. This one is a little bit scribbly. Oh, okay. I was explaining something to somebody. So what I'm looking at right now for Bitcoin, man, the channel that you was talking about, that's the channel that we basically need to reclaim. Anything under this is kind of like noise for me. And as long as the further that we continue to go along under this channel, the harder it's going to be to get back into this, into this channel. But I have been using this, and this has been working. I talked about this offline to you, TradeFly. This 20-day modified moving average. So let me pull this up. I think this is really like one of the moving averages that has been spot on. If you haven't been using this, I think it's like, it probably comes out to like the 20-day EMA as well. But they call it the MMA, the modified moving average. But this has been really spot on when it has been giving me trends, or the trend, the overall direction of where Bitcoin has been wanting to go. So right now we're below it, but we're testing it. We've used it as resistance. See how what happened when we got above it? Like, we got back above it, and we just held it, blast off, held it. This yellow line, this yellow squiggly line, held it, came down for a small deviation, but we basically held it. Once we came below it, then we held it as resistance, and now we're holding it as resistance, thus far. So really, if we can get back above 98, I'll be a little bit more confident in my trades, in my altcoin trades. But really, I want to get back above. I really want to get back above this. Really like 100,000, which would be psychological. But I really want to get back into this channel. Once we get back into here, I think sky's the limit. So like I said, when I showed the Solana chart, it's really like, technically it looks good. The chart looks good. We broke, above an important downtrend. But it's still like, if Bitcoin doesn't get back above, certain numbers, like these altcoins it's just going to be, those numbers are going to be negated. So I'm really watching Bitcoin right now. I'm really watching Bitcoin dominance. So hopefully I think the first week or so of this year will be kind of shaky, but hopefully we can get back above this, first and foremost, this 20-day moving average, and then get back above 100, and then most importantly, get back into this range here. And once we get back into this range here, all-time highs are coming quick. So if we get back above, we get back in here, this is what, 103. We're going to go probably to 110, 113, 115 fairly quick, in my opinion. So it's just 3 steps that I want to see. I want to get back above that 20-day. I want to get back above 100,000, which is psychological and technical, and then inevitably get back in that channel. So yes, everything pretty much is based on Bitcoin, because altcoins don't have enough strength right now to make those power moves. Like, we've been getting some moves in some altcoins, but it's not going to be sustainable if Bitcoin doesn't, show strength.
Yeah, no, 100%, man. That's it was interesting because last cycle you actually saw at times that Ethereum or some of the other altcoins would actually push the market a little bit as well. And you're not seeing that quite as much. It seems to be very dependent on Bitcoin right now, and I don't know if that is a matter of Bitcoin dominance or what the case may be there. But yeah, I think it's super important to look for that piece of the pie when getting into those long and short positions, to be like, okay, what is Bitcoin doing and what can it potentially do? And then, kind of driving that as part of your analysis. So let me go over
really quick, TradeFly. It would be different. Like, even with the Solana trade that I just shown, it would be different if Bitcoin had just ran from like 70K to where we are now, 90, 96, 97K. Well, we're coming from a downtrend. We're still like, we haven't even broken key levels back to the upside. We're coming from 108. So it's hard to it's not really, impossible, but it's harder to navigate during these times, because it's not really coming from a massive move. It's trying to regain strength. It's not, it's not showing strength. So like I said, I'm just being a lot more careful with some of my trades. And when I'm in profit, I'm taking a little bit off the table. And even if you got to just take your initial investment out, once you hit a certain point, take that out, so it'll be a free trade, or pull your stop loss up to break even, because it's been a whipsaw type of environment these past few weeks.
Yeah, nah, I get it. I definitely get it, man. I'm going to go through now. We gave you a nice little breakdown on Bitcoin, gave you some key levels to look at, gave you some potential trade setups. Then FD gave you one on Solana. Now what I'm going to do is give you guys a couple key levels to look at on 2 different assets. And Jesse, I hear you screaming in the chat, man, of AIXB. All right, so I see in there AIXBT. Who the hell knows? But I see you screaming in the chat. So what I'm going to do is give a very key level for that, and then as well as ADA. All right, so here we go. AIXBT, all right, looking at this right now, what an area I want you to look for right here is at about 38 cents. All right, I'm seeing a lot of confluence in that area. You have the golden pocket. All right, you have a horizontal level right here. If you just look at this, resistance, 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 and then boom, takes off. All right, so that's very important to look for that. That lets you know it is a significant area of price action. As you can see too, even on the initial spike up when it got listed, now this is MEXC. All right, so don't get too crazy with it, but you can see that it got up there, right? Crazy little wick, people sold off real quick, and then pulled back, and now it's recovered ultimately. So not a rug, that's good. All right, but now you're like, okay, let's find some confluence, and look at that, man, golden pocket. So right around 40 cents, and then the horizontals at about 38. So I would say at about 40 cents, that's an area you should be looking for. Do you have some areas of support that can hold you up? Yeah, absolutely. All right, you got the moving averages, you got the 0.5, you got all that good stuff there. But I've seen it time and time and time again. You miss this big move up. You're like, there's no way I'm going to get it at 40 cents after it was just at 70 cents. That's what, a 60 or not a 40% pullback. No way. Yes. Actually, way. I've seen it over and over again with these assets that are a little bit newer on some of these exchanges. Looking at this, I mean, this is now a lower high, lower low. You can see that the oscillator is starting to work its way down. So yes, 0.5 would be ideal, but I would say keep an eye out. Keep an eye out for that area. It could be an opportunity if you miss that initial move for AIXBT. Let's go over to Cardano. Now we've had a nice little recovery for that. Hey, bravo for us. We were looking at 80 cents, and that was very simple. We were looking at, hey, where did you have a rejection? And if you really go back left on the chart, you're going to see previous areas of resistance, right? Got resistance right here, and then again was right here before we actually made that move up. That's why I say, hey, that's a pretty important level. And then you're kind of surrounded by a psychological number of $1. So here is all of your kind of current levels we're looking at right now. And you do see we've kind of broken out of the range. Not only have we broken out of the range, but we've broken out of a little bit of a trend, right? So you're having a true breakout. Never even came back down to retest this area at about 89 to 90 cents. It just broke out and made its move. So, the value area high and then the dynamic reactor was nothing in the way of the price action that was coming up right now. And we've established ourselves on top of it with what looks like continuation. Like it wants to keep moving up and right. There's nothing that's showing me that it doesn't, besides coming down to the oscillator and seeing overbought and a reversal. And that happens, right? So oscillators will get overextended. Remember that they cycle, they go up and down, all right? They're like waves. So you have to understand that. You can't always get tied into the fact that you're overbought on an oscillator, especially on the 4-hour. What does it look like on the daily? Let's just take a quick look to see what the trend looks like. See, look at that. There's plenty of room to run on the oscillator on the daily. So tying that in right now, you do see that we're flirting with the 50 moving average after getting on top to 21. And you saw there was confluence there as well. Look at that initial rejection on the value high, and then it took off. All right, so let's go back to the 4-hour. I just like the more zoomed in look at the price action here. But I mean, you guys can see it. You can see where our next stop is, right? Price is probably going to run up, would be my guess. All right, and then you're going to start getting in the range of about $1. Psychological. And then the 200 SMA. All right, you have confluence there, and that's the area that you got to watch out for. So if you got in down here on the green line that we've been looking at, that's probably the area where I'd start looking at and be like, all right, man, I've had a pretty nice swing. Even to be honest, at 97 cents, I mean, you're sitting pretty right now. Let's be honest, from the green line to where you're at right now, that's 20%. What more can you ask for? So sitting at 20% right now, and you're on top of a lot of the moving averages on the 4-hour. It looks good. Like I said, I think this is the area that we start bumping our head, and this is where you got to say, hey, what do we think Bitcoin is doing? Well, there's some room for it to run, right? Because we looked at it before, and there's a horizontal level. The problem is we are at resistance right now. All right, so having that information, we got to see what Bitcoin I think is going to do, and if it stays where it's at and it consolidates, all Gucci. I think we run up to $1, which is not much of a call considering we're at 98 cents. But I just think that's where you're going to start hitting some resistance. So that's another 3% move just to that horizontal level. And then, of course, you got the 200 just above it. So, and that's on the 4-hour. So understand that. But again, there's confluence there. That's my concern. This is one of those times where you're like, okay, we start looking for that OC retest. And again, I wish I had an emoji for it. Actually, matter of fact, let's see if there's something in there. I'll probably have to do that offline. Let's we should come up with something for the OC retest. I wonder if there's something in here. I'm not even able to actually search. Let's see. There's some arrows. I'm looking for something like an upside down U, but I don't see that right now. It is what it is. But you guys know what I'm talking about. So we'll go ahead and draw it for now. But this is one of those times where you're gonna look for something like that. All right, look for something like that, and then you look for that continuation up and right. Again, you want to see the oscillator reset. All right, you don't want to see this continuing to trend down. You actually want to see that start to work its way up so that you are now seeing something that looks like this on the oscillator. So that comes down, resets, and then works its way up. All right, so again, that's what you look for there. If you do see a continuation, so let me bump these out real quick. Let's see, remove it and remove it. There we go. Which I don't want to see is we get up to this area here of resistance, and then you can see the continuation of the oscillator going down and right. Okay, so you do not want to see this continue its way down and right as price action is going up. So if you see something that works its way up and then gets up here, and then you see a rejection and a candle closure and a continuation, then you're seeing what? Bearish divergence, right? So that's not something you want to take a long position on until you break it, right? So keep an eye out on that. That's again a very key level for you to keep an eye out on Cardano. If price action does pull back, well, guess what? We now have the dynamic reactor as well as the value area high right underneath of us. That is at about 93 cents, 92 cents. I think you can find some support in that area. Same rules apply as we were talking about with Bitcoin, looking for, those wicks to come down and then reestablish the range, clearing out some of the liquidity, and then having an opportunity to take a long position if it were to come down and find support. But where's the better place for you to start looking at? Again, point of control is a really nice spot, especially with all the confluence here. Look, you got the trend line. You never got a true retest. And you have the moving averages sitting here too. So this would be my higher, conviction area, I'd say, at about 88 cents. But again, you can find some nice quick scalps in the area of 92, 93 cents. This would just be a higher conviction play. And again, if we're really talking about conviction, then down to 80 cents again would be that one. That would be the one that I would say, hey, it might be an opportunity to jump on that. But that'll be a little bit scary. I'm going to be honest with you, but what it looks like right now is we're trying to flip the trend. Okay, so very clear down and right pattern here we got, and it looks like we're trying to break out to the upside now. It looks like we're trying to make a move and kind of continue this this bullish movement or pattern that we've been in over 2024, which is nice. So we've had an opportunity. You got under $1 for Cardano. It's giving you some opportunities. I saw some people screaming about that for sure. Be like, hey, like, you may not get too many more opportunities for Cardano under $1 if the bull cycle or the bull run continues. You might get left behind. That is true. But you've definitely had some opportunities here. This was one of them. And then of course, it was stagnant down here. This was really, like I said, if you guys see this, this long extended period where it's just consolidating down here, and it's post, I won't say post, but kind of after a bear market, right? Especially like Cardano, Bitcoin had already moved. And that's one thing that we talked about over and over and over again. Bitcoin has already moved. It moved, a couple 100% between 2023, 2024. Cardano has not. Why has it not kept up? It was bound to make a move. Well, look how quick that it did it. It made its move. It was crazy, right? It made its move. that Bitcoin made, and that's November. So November to December, 1 month, it made about the same move that it took Bitcoin to take or to move, over a year, more than a year period. So, that's the thing with these altcoins, that you got to keep on top of them, because they can move, and they can move very, very quick. And then you get scared, right? Because you get that move, and that doubt comes in. Doubt comes in, you're like, there's no way. That thing's going to pull back. It's going to get rejected. It'll pull back. I can't buy now. I've seen it time and time again, man. Time and time again. Find those levels. Like, if you look at this and you're like, all right, cool, I see very clear area of support and resistance. We had a breakout, retest, boom, take off. So, up to you on how you want to play the game. But again, long story short, I'd say $1. $1 is a very key level to look at on Cardano. I wanted to show you guys those two levels at least, so you can keep an eye on them and kind of be ahead of it. FD, I'm going to turn it back over to you. You got anything else you want to look at, or you want to wrap this one up, because we are at 6 o'clock?
I'm just looking. I'm watching to see what Bitcoin does, man. Like, it's a lot. I mean, it's always a setup. Different time frames. I don't really want to give anything that's like right now type of trades. The only thing that I see that's really like a right now that could, you have a little bit of leeway is that Solana trade. It's probably more, but I haven't scoured like the whole, my whole trading list. But I am watching Bitcoin. That's really what I'm gonna be watching this weekend. Hopefully, we can get a nice little pump, like I said, above that 20-day moving average, because that's really been my gauge this past run. Ever since we went up from like 60, 69, that's 2021, excuse me, all-time high till 108. It's been that 20-day moving average that I've been looking at. So once we can break that and hold that, I'll be, like I said, a little bit more confident to get in some of these trades. But right now, I'm just trying to take the best possible setups, and I think Solana is on my radar. That's one of the best possible setups. XRP has been bouncing in between like $2.40, between $2.43. So if you want to like try to scalp that until it breaks up or breaks down, that's one that you can look at. I don't even have to look at the chart. I've been, monitoring that for like the past couple of days. But it did have a strong move from like $1.99. So just be watching out for XRP. And then that's pretty much it. Sui, just think about all the coins that have been performing strong. Sui has been performing strong. Ando has been performing strong. And those are some of the trades that, I would be looking at if I was looking at some day trades or some shorter term swing trades. And it's just, we just got to see what Bitcoin is going to do. And a lot of these coins, if we do start to run hard, if we do start to run heavy, man, a lot of these coins will continue to go up. But remember, like, where are you going to take profits at? Like, these coins are not going to go up forever. They might go up another tremendous, 5, 10x possibly, but always have a exit plan. That's what I made a video over the weekend or a couple of days ago talking about psychology. And one of the things was taking profits or paying yourself. Like, a lot of people, I'm seeing, like, even the people who don't ever talk about crypto, once crypto gets to moving and they start talking about crypto, they start talking about what coins to buy, this is the next hot coin. Nobody ever talks about taking profits. So I don't care if you got in the next hot coin. If you don't take profits, all those paper profits mean nothing until you realize them. So have a plan, man. Get you a strategy and have a plan, because I think once we do get that next move, that's going to be a strong, euphoric move. I think you need to start taking profits then. And you don't want a round trip. I mean, we've been saying that ever since the Nightcap has been on, that good round trip. You don't want to do that. So now 2025, a lot of people saying this is possibly the last year of the bull run or the last few months of the bull run or whatever your thesis is. Make sure you're taking profits, man, because these moves are going to probably get violent, and you might not have a chance to sell when you want to sell, or you might not have a chance to buy where you want to buy. So just make sure you're doing it on the way up, or, however you do it.
Right on. Yeah, man. That is one thing we have been preaching for quite some time is, have a plan. Have a plan. And that's super important. So one of the things that, let's see, your order price exceeds the maximum. Let me go ahead and bring this up right now. Let me see what I'm doing. I'm doing some crazy right now. Your order price exceeds the maximum price limit of 51 cents. I am trying to get into a limit position because one of the things that I said, did that just open to... Why did that open a trade? That is not what I wanted to do. That is hilarious. I was trying to open a limit, so good job me winning that trade. but we are done here. That's not. Oh, it changed it up here. So let's go 0.4 here. Why is it not 0.4? One of the things that we're going to try to do around here is actually get into some trades, right? And that's we're going to do some live trades. And one of the things that I'm going to actually set up here is, let's see, a limit. The trigger. All right, maybe we'll do trigger. It is not letting me do 0.4. This is hilarious. Let's see, trigger price, order price. Nope. I do not want market. Limit. Give me what I want. All right. There's that. 0.40. Limit amount. Go 5x. And let's see, 5x. Do something. What's that? Nah, I need a little more than that. It's not going to do it. I like that. About 400 there. So one of the areas that I was looking at on AIXBT was 40 cents, right? So now I am going to set a limit order for AIXBT at 40 cents, right? It's one of the things. Like if we're doing some analysis and we're saying, hey, look at this area, put my money where my mouth is, okay? So when I start looking at these areas, I'm going to start putting in some of these limit orders. That way you guys can actually see it and kind of understand the rationale here. All right, so same thing for Bitcoin. I kind of talked through that analysis as well. I am going to go through and set up a potential short for Bitcoin as well. Now, that being said, that one is going to be tied to alerts, right? Because we talked about this. So AIXBT, understand kind of the method there, right? This one is saying, hey, we got a target area. We think it's a good opportunity to add to your bags to get into a more long-term position with AIXBT. With Bitcoin specifically, that is more of a scalp or an intraday type trade. So that one will be contingent on us getting up to a price level, me getting an alert and saying, hey, we have now broken that price area, looking for that candle close inside of the range, and then I can potentially take that short position. Okay, so understand how that works. That's going to be tied around alerts. This one will be tied around a limit order. But again, we're going to do this live, and this is going to be a bigger part of the show now for you guys. Hopefully, again, you do enjoy that. Shout out to Crypto Billy. Just want to say what's up to him. Clay the Great, I see you in the chat as well. Wick589, I haven't talked to you yet, but I want to say what's up. And I think I saw someone else as well, man. You guys are still rolling in the chat. Maybe Band-Aid, what's up, dude? How you doing? And then who else? There was someone else I saw. Was it Dan? I think I saw a Dan in the chat. By the way, I like your name. Cool. All right. Who else? The Dusty Hunt. What's up, dude? Good to see you as well. All right. But anyways, this is what we're going to start doing here on the channel. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. And I think we are going to start wrapping this one up here. Let's go ahead and get moving here. FD, you got anything for the people on the way out?
There we go. There we go. Good to be back, man. Sorry I was late. Technical difficulties. I think after this week and next week, I feel like we'll get some sort of resolution in the market. We can get back to having fun. Again, last month, after the election, man, we were all having fun, man. We were all having fun. So, crypto market has a very short attention span, but I think once these next week, we'll get some clarification as to what the market wants to do, and then we'll get back to it, man. But like you said, more trades, more things coming. So I had to talk to Piper about this, but I do have so I don't know if you guys know what how Forex or sometimes futures traders, they have like prop firms, and you have to pass like an evaluation and they'll give you a funded account. So I do have that I may start trading on I just passed $100,000 funded account. So I got $100,000 account. So I will start trading that, if you guys want to start seeing some live trades. So once you can start trading with a big sum of money, that's when things really get interesting, man. So that's one thing that I'm probably start this weekend. Hopefully I don't because you can get kicked out of the account too if you lose a certain amount. So we'll probably start trading that too. I'll talk with TradeFly and Piper, see if that's something that we can do, and then we'll go from there, man. Because when you're trading on these type of firms, you have to abide by very strict, trading rules. So it makes you really trade the right way. So we'll talk about it after this, and we'll see what happens next week.
Man, we ain't gotta talk no more. Bring it. Let's go.
I gotta pull it up right now.
I'm in on that, dude. Bring it. Yeah, bring it up.
I gotta pull it up right now. Yeah.
Yeah, bring it up tomorrow, dude. Let's do it. I think the people would love it. I'll love it, to be honest with you. So let's do it, man. Let's well, not tomorrow, I guess, because we don't do Fridays. Because you know darn well you guys has got probably other things you're doing. ZTS Rhythm in the chat. Yo, what's up, dude? Good to see you, man. Yeah, man. He said, oh, FD getting a Lambo. Hey, we say
not in Detroit.
we say win golf cart around here, man.
Win golf cart.
Win golf cart. We had some good ones. It was definitely rolling around. Some of the content creators were using AI, and everybody had kind of their own theme. Piper had one, obviously military. I think it was like a tank or something. Mine was like a jet looking golf cart, and then Otter's was like this. It was like an otter shaped golf cart. It was absolutely bananas. But FD, we're gonna have to get you a golf cart, man. We're gonna have to AI gen you a golf cart and add it to the old chat we got going on. So right on. But hey, man, good to have you back. Good to see everyone in the chat. We definitely appreciate you guys being here. It is a lot of fun mixing it up with you guys. And Army Piper, oh yeah, big giveaway tomorrow. That's right, y'all are giving away the Billy Goat Tales, the series, like the book, man. Like it's hard too to get all the chapters. Just so you guys know, like it's not one of those things where you can just mint and get whatever one you want. Like you have to like mint probably multiple to end up getting, or you could trade. That's out there, but hey. Huge giveaway tomorrow.
Yeah.
So,
shout out to Billy, man. I was just swiping through the chat. He said he was super tired, man. So shout out to Billy, man. Get you some rest, man. You're a hard worker, man. We appreciate you, man. So get you some rest, and we'll talk to you tomorrow, man. Just shouting out Billy, man. Crypto Billy.
Yeah, good peoples. We got a lot of good people in the chat, man. You know, I was talking to Magic Internet Money before we went live too. Also a good dude, man. Yeah, we were talking for a minute. And yeah, he's good peoples, man. So that's one thing I was saying. Like it's really cool that over the past year, I've met a lot of good people in the space, man. Because I'll be real with you. Like I didn't have high hopes. Like there was a lot of people that I was just like, I don't know about you, man. I don't I don't know if you're good peoples. But it's been cool. The BGT team, our team, like the Piper Academy, like all good people, man. So
you know what? I can tell like this, and I'm gonna let you go after this. I can tell the people like who like a lot of influencers, we just gonna keep it real though. A lot of influencers who never had money, who start to get money, who don't get it from crypto, they get it from shill and stuff, and they get it from doing all that. They start to act a little bit different. I can see the change from a cycle or something before, and then how they're acting now, like and. It's not from crypto. Trust me. It's a lot of it's not from crypto. Most of it's not from crypto. It's from
you.
Yeah. So I mean, it's nothing wrong with that if they're providing value. But money shouldn't change you. Money just brings out the person who you already are, man. So it don't matter how much money you got. Like we don't never floss, or that's what we call it. We don't never like these guys, man. They work hard. Nobody's like, trying to be flexing all on the internet. We have stuff. But this is more of a family show. It's bigger than us, man. It's bigger than us. Like, and I try to make that vow when I first started on, going on the internet or going on YouTube to never be like that. Never be like that. Because if somebody on the other end of that channel is they might be struggling, and as opposed to you trying to show off all this stuff, why don't you try to help somebody, man? So that's what we're trying to do, and that's what Billy tries to do. Piper, everybody, man. We just trying to help. I mean, if you want to pay for something that provides value, that's good, because I'll do it too. But for the most part, man, just watch out who you following, because a lot of these people are sheep, wolves in sheep clothing. Is that how I go? Something like that. Yeah. So
yeah,
be careful.
Yeah. Piper said, "I'm gonna drop pics of my Genesis now."
Oh yeah, I love that car, man. I love that car.
Man, I got something though.
The cream of the crop. Nobody does it better.
There it is, man. That's the Piper Academy Network. Again, I like being part of this team, man. It's definitely important to have good people. All right, we're gonna wrap this up again. Hey, it's great having you guys in the chat. Hope you all have a great night, a great weekend, and we will see you again next week. And we're gonna continue bringing that alpha for you guys, giving you some real trade setups. FD is gonna do some trading, or at least tell you what he's looking at on his account. So it's gonna be cool, man. I think we're gonna bring you guys some real value here in 2025, and I am excited about that. So again, you guys have a good one. We're out of here.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.